Did you know that teen drivers are 3 times as likely to cause a fatal crash? I know it's a scary thought. Hi, my name is Morgan Barnes, and today I would like to talk about a few ways to prevent or help teen drivers come home safely and make the road a safer place. We know about this beginning fact per the article Teen Drivers Safe from cdc.gov. That article also tells us that motor vehicle crashes are the second leading cause of death for U.S. teens. The article calculates that 17 die a day. Wow, that's a scary statistic. 3 main causes of these deaths are distracted driving, not wearing a seatbelt, and inexperience. We learned the main causes from the article. You can keep your teen drivers safer. Here are 7 ways that can help from the blog safekids.org. Today I would like to talk about 3 tips or rules for your teen drivers to live by so they can arrive home safely. These 3 rules are: always wear a seatbelt, do not speed or risk it, and lastly, but also very importantly, do not text or be on your phone while driving. Always wear your seatbelt. Every seat, every time. Many lives are lost by not wearing seatbelts. Per the University of Alabama, Birmingham piece, the benefit of buckling up, seatbelt safe, of the 40,000 American lives that are killed each year, half are not wearing their seatbelt. Wearing a seatbelt is your first defense against injury and death. Per Ricardo Martinez of the National High Transport Safety Administration, NHTSA, the lap shoulder belt system reduced the risk of fatal or serious injuries by 50% when used by a front seat driver. Some could argue that seatbelts are uncomfortable or could even choke you. But I say a little discomfort is worth it if it's protecting your body or head from slamming into the dashboard or your whole body being ejected from a car. Also remember, it's illegal to not wear a seatbelt in 50 states in the United States. Since I'm sure, I have purchased a seatbelt clip to help me not be choked. It also gives me the same safety. Next, I would like to talk about speed and not being risky when driving. A good example of speeding and not being risky is when I went to Topgolf with my friend. She was driving and we took the wrong turn. To get back to the interstate, we had to go through a stoplight, then merge right to get to the interstate lane. But she was in the wrong lane and sped up to get over. Unfortunately, she did not see the van also coming into the lane. She collided with the van. Luckily, no one was hurt, and minor damage to both vehicles. But this could have been avoided if she wouldn't have tried to hurry and change lanes and kept going and come back around. According to the article, the dangers of teen speeding from teendriversource.org, 21% of teen crashes are caused by driver error, but the teens are going way too fast for the road conditions. I also have a friend who totaled his car because he was going way too fast on a gravel road and whipped into a turn. He flipped that car. He's very lucky to be alive. Also from the same article, teens that go over 10 miles per hour over the speed limit, you may think that what's the big deal? It's only 10 miles per hour. But that little increase actually translates to a 78% increase in collision energy. That's nearly double. It's really important to go the speed limit and always keep your space in between the cars in front of you. I try to put 2 car spaces in between me and the car in front of me. The last rule I would like to discuss with you all today is do not text or even be on your phone while driving. We have a big problem with distracting teen drivers. Per the article Steph Ying from Y.com, 60% of teen crashes in 2019 are caused by distracted driving. Yin also believes that teens need to understand the consequences of texting and driving or being distracted. She believes that more needs to be done to help teens understand the consequences of what could happen if they cause an accident, from paying fines or being actually going to court. What the effects would be for them before it happens. By having teens practice simulators on a computer or attaching it to a steering wheel or brake. Also being taught what would happen if they did cause an accident, with repair costs, insurance costs going up, and even court fees, or even worse, being responsible for someone else's death. If you don't trust yourself, either turn off your phone or use a do not disturb app when driving. Here are a few tips that I use. I set my GPS and pick my music playlist before I set off on my journey. I also use a phone holder that sits on my dash so it's easier to see my GPS, so I don't have to look down, and take my eyes off the road. I also use a do not disturb app on my phone to activate when I start driving. Let's recap on a few items. Always wear your seatbelt every time. Do not move the car until you're buckled up. Slow down. Do not speed. Do not make risky moves. No matter what, do not text or drive. If you follow these simple rules, and you have a higher chance of not becoming another scary statistic or a tragic victim because you were stupid or careless. Remember, your loved ones want you to arrive home safely.